Tired of guessing whether to include tax in your product prices or add it at checkout? Here's exactly how to set it up in Hostinger. We'll navigate to the tax conditions, choose your collection method, and see examples so you never overcharge or undercharge. All right, let's jump right in. We're starting from your Hostinger website builder dashboard. You'll want to open that up. Now on the left-hand side, find and click on the tab that says Store. This is where all your product and sales settings live. From there, click on Settings. Then look for the Taxes option and click on that. You'll see a few different sections here, but the one we need is called Tax Conditions. Go ahead and click on that. This is the core control panel for how your store handles tax. Now here's the big moment. You'll see a drop-down or a menu that asks, how would you like to collect tax? And right next to it, there's a link that says, see an example. We'll get to that example in just a second. But first, let's talk about your two choices. The first option is include taxes in product prices. What does that mean? It means the price you set for a mug, $10, already has the tax built into it. So when a customer sees $10, that's the final price. They don't see an extra tax line added at checkout. This is common in places like Europe, where the value-added tax is always included in the sticker price. If that sounds like your business model, click that option. After you select it, the screen will update. You might see a confirmation or a little check mark appear. That's it for that path. You don't really need to do anything else here unless you change your mind. Now let's look at the other option. Click on Add Taxes on the checkout page. This is the opposite approach. The price you set for a product, let's say $50 for a handmade vase, is the base price. The tax is calculated and added on as a separate line item when the customer goes to pay. So they see $50 for the vase, and then an extra $5 in tax, making the total $55. This is standard in many places like the United States, where sales tax varies by state and city. This is where Hostinger's example tool is incredibly helpful. Click on that See an Example link right next to the question. A new window or a pop-up will appear. It's going to walk you through exactly how taxes will be calculated at checkout based on the choice you just made. Go ahead and click on How Taxes Will Be Calculated at Checkout. The tool will show you a simulated product and a simulated customer. You'll see it break down the math step by step. For instance, if you chose to include taxes, it will show you the $10 product, and then explain that the price is $10 because the tax is already inside that number. And if you had chosen to add taxes at checkout, the example would show you that same $10 product, but then it would add the tax on top, giving you a total of, say, $10.80. Seeing it visually like this removes all the guesswork. So let's say you're running a scenario where a customer is in a different tax zone. The example can even let you adjust those settings so you can see how it changes the math. It's a really powerful way to confirm that your store is set up right before you start selling for real. Once you've looked through the example and you feel good about your choice, just close that window. Back on your tax conditions page, your selection is already saved. That's the beauty of it. You click one option, and Hostinger handles the rest. A quick final tip before we wrap up. If you're ever unsure which setting applies to you, a good rule of thumb is to check what's standard in the country where you're based or where most of your customers live. Your local tax authority's website is the best source of truth, and Hostinger's example tool is always there if you need a refresher. You've gone from tax confusion to confidently managing your store's tax conditions. That's a big win. Thanks for sticking with me through this tutorial. Good luck with your store.